Alright guys, got another review for you today. This time it's going to be of the Dol Guldur Orc Soldier from Weta Workshop. This one came out not long after Comic-Con. Just shipped, got it earlier this week. Got him set up and ready to go. I want to talk to you real quick about a couple of things. Limited to 500 copies, sculpted by J.R.R, who is a name that you all probably are pretty familiar with between these reviews and your own collection. So we got another familiar name and face, doing an awesome piece. The price on this one's $4.49. Like I said, 500 pieces, so he's really limited. So I wouldn't wait too terribly long on putting that order in before it goes, sold out, and you have to hunt this thing down. Because I think once you see this, you're going to see that the detail on it is really fantastic. Might be the best individual orc that Weta's done. And definitely the best orc, I think, maybe from the Hobbit line as far as individual. It's really, really good. A lot of details, creepiness in the dead dwarf heads and stuff like that. So really nice job. It's also got a new box. I'm going to actually show you the box for once. They changed the box up, and I really like what they did with it. It's got a flap you can open up, and it's got a neat little story. So let me get outside to the orc, and let's get started. Like I said, I don't normally show you guys the boxes, but I wanted to show you this particular box because it's a new style, which I really like, actually, better than the previous boxes. And it's also got this new flap where it gives some story about the piece and the creating of the piece. And I really hope that they keep doing this, because I think it's just a neat little thing to give collectors a chance to see how their piece was created, who created it, why it was created, and kind of a backstory on the character. So you have this open flap here, and over here you got the creating part, and then you got kind of a little story, and you got some pictures, as you can see. And I took pictures of it so you can read what each panel has to say. So I'm just going to show you that, and I'm going to close it, and it's got magnet seals. So, and there's the front of the box, and it's got the red parts that are blood are kind of glossy, and everything else is a matte finish, really. Kind of neat. So I'll spin it around and show you each side. The sides are pretty much the same here. And then I like this too. This is kind of neat. It's like it's something you'd see in like an art book. What's going on with that scene, particular scene, that kind of thing. So really kind of a neat addition. I like that. Obviously some of the boxes used to have what's coming type pieces, and then they changed it from that a little bit, and it's kind of a neat change. Here's the other side. It's got part of the orc on it. Like I said, you can see the reflection of the sun on some of the glossy bits. Alright, well, let me switch out back to the orc, and we'll be right. Alright, out here with the orc. Just going to kind of give you the typical 360 look over before going into too much detail. Sorry guys. One of my favorite things about this piece is the eyes. Those are some creepy, super real looking eyes. I'm not sure what changes what is made with the eyes, but they have always looked good, but now they're almost real. And real in a way that's actually kind of creepy in a good way. These severed dwarf heads on these little pikes that he carries around with him. These are pretty brutal and awesome. Back up a little bit so you can kind of get a full look as much as I can, because it's a big piece. Like I said, he's $449, limited to 500 pieces, sculpted by Jamie Biss Work. He said it was announced shortly after Comic-Con was over with. I think I'd been back maybe, I don't even know if I'd been back quite a month yet. Sorry. He's still around, but like I said, 500 pieces, that's not likely to last too long. So I definitely wouldn't hesitate, because I mean, it's got a lot of great detail, as you can see. Comes in a few pieces, and not in the bad way that we all worry about as collectors. You've got this arm here with the shield, that's a piece. The two dwarf heads are each individual pikes that plug into the back. You've got his sword, that is a piece. The one change with the sword that from the last few statues that had weapons that is a little disappointing is that sword's not metal like the other swords have been. So that's definitely a change I would like to see them go back to with the metal swords, because I think it adds something. Then you've got the, obviously, you got the figure itself, and then the base. So about 5 pieces, 6 pieces. In order to keep the orc from having any lean issues, which is always a problem, you know, for statues that have poses like this or whatever, you know, that kind of hang, you always worry about a lean or whatever. There's a big old metal rod, and I'm not going to pull it out, but it's got a big old metal rod in the foot, and obviously it goes into the leg, and it's a pretty good sized steel rod, so he's not going to have any issues keeping that pose. And then that's where the arm plugs in at. That's where your 2 pikes plug in at. In the back, each one, like I said, is its own little piece. I don't know if I can get you a look underneath. Is that really good or not? You can see kind of the severed head look. Great work on the leather as usual. I think it's supposed to be dwarf skin, if I would happen to guess, and I don't know if it says anywhere if it is or not, but it's definitely got a leathery look to it, which is cool. You've got the boots, and you know, obviously a pretty detailed sole here with nails driven into the boot heel, and then in the front part of the boot too. It's pretty sweet. Great detail. You got the little rock here from Dol Guldur. Really cool work on this leather work here on the little latches and stuff. I love the paint. The paint's absolutely fantastic. Which, you know, Weta just keeps getting better and better with that, which is always, you know, nice, because, you know, when you're spending $449 on a statue, you obviously want as good a details as you can get out of something. So really, really cool paint job on this. Love the way the armor and the leather look. They all look metal or worn out on the leather and stuff like that. I love the paint on the face, especially. I mean, the likeness, you know, on an orc,
you have a little bit of wiggle room, obviously, but in order to give it a really good look, texture-wise, the paint's got to be fantastic, and it is. You got blood on his face. He's got just this gnarly-looking paint detail that highlights the sculpting details. The eyes are, I think, pretty mind-boggling. You've got great detail here in that elbow area. You got blood on the armor here. I really, really love the face detail. Now we still got the torture from Dol Guldur coming as well. That one has the potential to be really amazing too, and might top this guy for solo orc statue, not counting Azog War, because that's a massive beast, and that's one of the two best pieces from the entire Hobbit line. Get my hand out of the way here. Like I said, he's $449, 500 piece edition size, sculpted by Jamie Biswork, who is one of Weta's best. And Jamie has been doing pieces for quite a long time for him, so I'm sure you've got several of those pieces in the collection if you're like me. Really great piece, still up for order. Get it before it sells out, because this is going to be one of those pieces I think that people are going to try to figure out, do they not want. Hopefully this review pushes you to wanting it, and you get it, because it's going to be one of those pieces I think on the secondary market in a year, 2 years, 5 years, people are going to be paying $600, $700, $800 for, kicking themselves that they didn't buy it for retail when they had the chance. I definitely think it's going to be one of those sneaky pieces that people, and I have them, there's pieces that I've done that too, so I would definitely not hesitate on getting this guy, get him into your collection. It's really a pretty badass piece. I love the pose. I think it fits with this statue. I know it's one of those things that sometimes people feel is overdone, but I think it really works for this one. Like I said, $449, still up for sale, 500 pieces. Go get him now before he's gone. Thanks for the continued support, guys. Love you.